Now, if your preset contains fixed effects or intrinsic effects, and you go ahead and you paste that preset onto a clip, there are certain rules that Premiere will apply in the way it handles those presets. So let's go ahead and look at our timeline. And I have 3 clips in my timeline, and then I have a clip in the background. And I'm going to paste one of the presets for a picture-in-picture, the Dive Series PIP upper right. And I'm going to select the first clip, and as you see, there are no effects on here. And if I open up the Motion tab, these are all the default settings. As soon as I grab this preset and drag it onto the clip, whether I do that in the timeline or directly into the effects control panel, I see that a lot of the aspects are updated, and if I look in the program monitor, I see that the clip is now moved to the upper right-hand corner. So that's what we would expect when you drop this preset on a clip. But what about a situation such as in the second clip where I already have some motion applied to elements? Now, it's not pretty, but it definitely stands out because it's crooked and it's smaller and it's not positioned right. Well, if I select this clip, and as you can see, if I open up the motion disclosure triangle, there is the scale that has changed and there's the rotation that's changed as well as the position. Now, whether I apply this same preset by dragging it directly on the clip or directly into the effects control panel, you see that it will replace all of the effects parameters for the motion effect. So now, instead of combining the two, it replaces them and it looks exactly like the first one, which is what I wanted. Now let's jump over to the third clip. Now in this clip, you see there is, again, different motion. It's in the lower left-hand corner. It's scaled much smaller. There's no rotation, but there is a standard effect applied to this clip. It's that black and white element that we created using calculations. Now, if I go ahead and I drop this preset on top of the clip, all of the motion parameters are replaced, but the standard effects, that black and white effect, is not changed. So the rule of thumb when you apply any fixed effect onto a clip that already has fixed effects is those are replaced. And that consists of your motion in position, scale, rotation, as well as opacity and time remapping. So that's why it's always a good rule of thumb to have your effects control panel open whenever you're replacing any fixed effects, because you can see exactly what changes and if perhaps there's an errant standard effect that might stay on a clip that you did not want.